This is the end of Wizards of the Coast D20, my friends. Hi there. I didn't see you. I was too busy laughing hysterically. It's Friday. It's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game projects that are coming to an end on the wonderful world of Kickstarter, but that you still have a chance to support if you want to. Now more than ever, please support these guys. And know going in that most of the prices I'm about to quote you are wrong because they were posted before the whole fucking tariffs thing last week. We have from Kobold Pref's Wizard Bank, a cozy RPG of elegant animals, chaos, and whimsy. I didn't even know this was getting made. Core rulebook is $89, shipping and handling for the PDF and print versions of the core rulebook with 2 decks of cards, dice, and a dice bag. Social anthropomorphic animals, spelled wrong. It's a bad spelling when I spot that it's spelled wrong. Are having tea and adventures. The game lets you play animal friends, setting out in cozy adventures, traipsing between poetry, animal little tea, it's not a word, and whimsy. But then there's disaster and stuff like that. So think Secret in him, but not as dark. Though fucking, for basing a bunch of stuff on Mr. Toad's Wild Wide and Where the Wild Things Grow, so that those books are way darker than you guys think. Have you ever ridden Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? It's not cozy. He goes to frickin' hell. But anyways, this is another edition in the whole cozy role-playing, let's be anthropomorphic animals and go on a tea party and then shenanigans happen, which is fine. I have nothing against this genre of play. I'm sure it's perfectly fine. I suppose you could even do a long-term campaign in it. I mean, I think it's perfect for short-term games. It's perfect for games with kids. It's perfect for those games where you just want to relax and hang out for the weekend and just say, hey, let's just do a game where we're mice and we go on an adventure trying to steal sugar. Sure, I don't know if the long term of these, but it's fine. It is Kobold, so it's probably pretty good. And remember, this price is before the tariff. So assume that the price for the POD will be way higher, and the price for the straight PDF will be pretty much what it is already, and that's the way to go. Unfortunately, it's on Baccarat, which I don't know why people even post on Baccarat. There's so many sites that do this better and allow you to put more information. Like, is there just a pure PDF copy if I don't want the POD? I don't know. It doesn't say. Moving on from Alexander Johnson, we have Wooderlander, an animal fantasy. Is there a theme? An animal fantasy RPG. This is $35 shipping and handling for the PDF and print version of the book. Assume that's wrong. The campaign offers another anthropomorphic animal option for your thing. This one focuses on being small anthropomorphic, sits in dungeon crawls type of thing. Spiraled by Redwall and Disney's Robin Hood. Interesting. Okay, we'll check to see if there's just a PDF for that. $25 gets you the PDF. So that's probably the way to go right now because of, I don't know, the fucking tariffs. Moving on. Exalted Essence Player's Guide from Onyx Path Publishing. $25 for the PDF of the book plus discount POD. That's reasonable. Powerful beings tasked with slaying gods, safeguarding creation, and at times fighting each other. The source books presents character information and content specifically for the Exalted universe and a variant of these Exalted 3rd edition systems, streamlining it to make it easier for players while retaining the success of Exalted. If you're one of the 100 people who played Exalted. Exalted was sort of an attempt to do big, giant anime guys with big, giant anime sword style of fantasy and just sort of quasi, it was trying to do anime, especially like the big, ridiculous sword anime. It was popular. It was not their most popular, but it definitely had its fans. Probably had more fans than you realize. It's obviously never going to be as big as Vampire the Masquerade, so it's nice that they're trying to bring it back, and it's nice that for $25 you can get a streamlined version to check it out before you drop in to the whole thing. From Patrick the Soloist, we have Solo Borg. Play Mork Borg on your own. $32 shipping and handling for the print version and PDF of the book. So what's the PDF? $125. $22 for the PDF version of Solo Borg. Is there a crowd for solo playing through Mork Borg? I guess. It's just, as every time I see a Mork Borg product, I have to again bring up the fact that the associated with Mork Borg products have consistently done so much better than Mork Borg. At this point, who even remembers original Mork Borg? But it's like, oh, hey, there's a Pirate Borg and Cyber Borg, and I'm surprised nobody's done Super Borg yet. Maybe I should jump on that before somebody else does, if I didn't already have so many other projects. And of course, my favorite, Bork Borg, where you play dogs. From Severed Books, we have The Sickest Witch RPG Core Rulebook for the D20 OSR system. $39 for the PDF and print version of the core rulebook. So can I just get $15 if you just want the PDF? I'm going to use my voice. Play as a fantasy witch, one that has to harvest body parts for spells and share your magic with your coven. Dark, low fantasy RPG that features demology, but not dragons or fairies. Instead, magic is vile and requires sacrifices in order to harvest the components required to enact your character's will. Designed to play among a group, the wider game allows the players and GMs to connect with other players through a Discord. So dark, low magic. Dogs in a Vineyard, if you're familiar with that one. Witches, Agatha All Along style role playing, but interesting that it's demons and not fairies, but because fairy and the world of fairy plays such a huge part of Wiccan and that style of, that belief system, especially, working with nature. And I don't worship the devil. I worship nature. I work with nature. Wiccan is all about, the natural balance. But I guess these guys want to go demons because demons makes more money. So Agatha All Along, I guess. From Monkey Blood Design and Publishing, we have Ray Croft, A Dangerous Cemetery Crawl for OSCE for D20. It's $15 for the PDF. It's a dungeon crawl that takes place in a graveyard, but it isn't an undead heavy graveyard. It's got carrion eating creatures eager to feast on the dead. So it's a bone, graveyard filled with undead, but instead it's not undead. It's got things that, all the monsters are things that want to eat undead and dead and stuff like that. Okay. Mega Dungeon for $15 PDF. But then you have to print it out, and it ends up being worth more because, now I've got to print it all out. And if I want to print it out, I better print it out on, something better than just paper because, geez, I don't want to print my mouth, We have Metorius, Meritorious, Meritorious, Claim the Throne. From Newgard Studios, $39 for PDF and print version of the book. So $12 if you just want the PDF. It's a tabletop role-playing game, Hex Crawl with Roll and Write. Each player is a king on an island using their nations and resources to become the overking of a medieval island. So they're kings on an island who are trying to take over an island is what you're saying. One part board game, one part RPG. You work to defeat your rivals and take the crown. If you're a fan of diplomacy, with more of an RPG, this may speak to you. So it's a Bronstein. And that's it for this week. We've got a Bronstein for $22. We've got a mega dungeon about undead, except it's not undead, for $15. We've got Agatha All Along, the role-playing game, but it's set in the medieval ages. It's witches as demon worshippers who use body parts for $22. Solo Borg for $22, I believe. Exalted coming back for $25. This might be the best deal this week. It's the only one I'd maybe recommend. Another cozy comfort RPG. And then Riverbank from our friends over at Kobold, which is probably pretty good because Kobold never makes anything awful. Well, they probably have made something awful. I just can't think of it. And that's it for all the tabletop role-playing game crowdfunding projects that might interest you. Thank you, as always, Ian World, for making these links available to us. I have, of course, will put links to the ones I think are worth your time in the description. But you're a free-thinking Homo sapien, I assume, so make up your own mind. Go to Kickstarter, Backerlit, whatever, and take a look and see if there's anything you want to back this week. And congratulations, of course, to our friend Kelsey Dion for breaking the 2 million mark with SHADOWDARK, The Western Reaches. Fingers crossed it's not a disappointment. Till next time, see ya!
Dice and ride the wave. Quest and dragons, the news we crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.